Kevin Collins here again with another raw file of the week edit from the Fro Knows photo.com forums. This is week 5's photo, and I'll say my little two-part spiel here, and then we'll get straight into editing. The first part is the photo is not mine. I did not take the photo, and I don't know who the original photographer is, so I can't give them credit, him or her. Second, as of right now, I've not seen Jared's or Greg's edit, nor have I seen any of the forum members' edits. So with that, we'll just get straight into the edits and move forward. Let's talk a little bit about the picture. It is obviously a picture of a couple firemen in front of a burning garage, studio, building, storage barn, whatever. It was taken with a Canon 40D, 1/640th of a second at f4, ISO 100 or ISO 400, using the 17 to 40 millimeter f4L ultrasonic focusing lens. Overall, I think the composition is good. This is a little too much in the center. This guy is, but I'll it is what it is, and we're going to go on and see what we can do with it. The 40D, I don't own one, but a friend of mine has one, and it doesn't have a high reach as far as ISOs go, and if you hit 400 on that, just like my camera, which currently is a Rebel XSI, you hit 400 ISO on it, and you're really pushing the limit, because you're going to get. Let me writing this up. You're going to get this noise here, and unfortunately, both the 40D and the XSI, their top limit is 1600, and 800 is much worse than this, and 1600 is almost unusable. So anyway, we're gonna this picture suffers from it a little bit, but I think I think we can do some good work with it. So we're gonna reset that. It looks as though the photographer was in the shade, as are these 3 firemen, the shade of this big tree here, and it looks as though the photographer metered for either the flame or the sky, and I'm thinking it was the flame because they got great detail in it, and the sky is kind of blown out. I'm not even sure if there's anything there. Well, there is something, there are clouds in that sky. I'd love to be able to bring those clouds and that sky out, but I'm just not sure that I can, simply because of the smoke. Editing and blending to get that sky, it's going to be real hard, because that translucent portion of the smoke is just going to immediately put a thumbnail on it and say, hey, I've been doctored. So, and besides, to do that, we'd have to go into Photoshop, and anyway, I don't think we're going to do that. I may do that in a future edit and see how it turns out, but not for this one. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get into the thing and edit it. I don't think we can muck with the exposure much, because I think if we do, we're going to lose the detail in the flame. And anyway, we're just going to go on with it. I'm going to make a copy as usual, and I'm going to edit the copy. So we are going to start with fill light and see if we can't bring it up enough to where these faces are visible. it doesn't put a ton of, you know, glowy halos or artifacts in there. And I'm going to try and push it to 50. That may be a little much, actually. Now we're going to leave it at 49. So that brightened up the whole picture, and we still kept the detail here. You know, we're still suffering from the noise, and I'm going to try my best to get rid of that noise right now, or at least get to the point that it looks soft. I think that's about good enough. A little less, because I don't want it to munge details like here in this guy's hair, and I don't want to start creating a halo or anything like that. So, I mean, I can still see some noise there, but I don't think it's anything that's going to kill us. So let me back out to the full view here, see if we can restore a little bit of our contrast, just to make these the grass and stuff start to pop. Maybe a little bit of clarity and just a little bit of vibrance, just to bring out the extra colors here. Yeah, I'm going to go on and do the general sharpening and turning on the lens corrections, and we'll do the preset for both of those. There's the basic sharpening, and as you can tell, this is Jared's general sharpening, and we'll turn the lens correction on, and it warped the photo a little bit, but nothing terrible. This was shot at 17 millimeters, so it was, you know, quite wide, and those edges had started to bowl a little bit. So one other thing that I think I may try, where's it at? No, not that. It's the, no, there it is. I'm going to use this color picker here, and I'm going to try and bring out the blues. And that's going a little overboard by a bunch. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. I mean, that's 100% on the aquas, and it kind of brought in a little bit of the blue, but I do believe we've already turned this guy's cover on his oxygen bottle, I guess, from blue to purple. So yeah, we're just going to reset it and leave it at that. What else can we do? Nothing there. No, I'm not going to mess with any of that. Yeah, so we'll probably just leave it with that. I mean, I could do something like a graduated filter and darken that up, but at the same time that would darken the fire up. This is a real good candidate for Photoshop's masking. but like I said, I'm gonna hold off and maybe do that in another edit. I just tried to bring out the best features of this picture to make it in my mind a more solid picture. So with that, we'll just go ahead and open it in edit in Photoshop and do my normal tweaks to it, adding the frame and resizing it, and then I'll post it up to the forums. We'll get that taken care of. And I'm still behind. I've got apparently 10 more of these now because Jared and Greg released number 15 the other day, and hopefully I'll get to those before too long. So here's our edit. I'm going to go ahead and do my actions and put the frame on. And we'll resize for the web and save it out. Raw file of the week. Can't even spell my own name. So finally, I'll show you the before and after. This is the before. Well, kind of. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's better. So we make these bigger. This is the before, and it's all, you know, the firemen are all in shade and kind of dark there. This is the after. I think this would have been the effect had they, the original photographer used a flash just to fill in. We kept as much detail in the flame as we could. We lost a little definition here in the smoke. That kind of, this smoke is lighter than it was before, but overall I think it's a stronger picture. The background's kind of blowed out, but I think I would have. I'll take this into Photoshop and tweak that up later and make that version 2 of my edits. Anyway, until I get that done and I get the other, I guess 10 raw file of the weeks edited, I'll see you next time.